Good day, folks. This is Great Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today we had to do a minor repair. We're gonna flush this thing out, and we found out that there's a cotter key that had rusted into right there. So this is an 1.5 inch brass valve, the Job Megaflow earth moving tire. It's been in service for 25 years. It's got sackcrete in the bottom of it. And as soon as Isaac turns that on, I've got my trusty brooms. He just turned it on. So I'm gonna stir up a little bit. We've got a 4-inch drain in here. And that's key. If you ever build one of these, make sure you put a 4-inch drain in it. Do not put a 2-inch drain. You get quite a bit of debris in here, and it's not going to go out. We got 2 of these to a 5-acre lake over here. So I literally ran 4-inch line through that 30-foot dam when it was built. And then we trenched it all the way over. I'm about a, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile from the pond, or from the lake. We've got 30 foot of water in the top of a 4-inch pipe in that lake. So for every foot that you put over, for every foot of water you put over a pipe, you get a 1/2 pound of natural pressure. So, yeah. It's nice to have water, folks, good water. And that lake is completely fenced off. It's got some of the nicest fishing in the area in it, just because we take care of it. And I'm gonna let Isaac, this is your best broom, I think.
All right.
So this is an earth moving tire. It was brand new when we bought it. You still see the cleats on it here. It never was put on an implement, and it holds around 800 gallons, and it doesn't have any steel in it. So when they put it on an earth moving tire rim, the first one they put on, it just collapsed. And so they had like 100 of these. I wish I'd have got every one of them. They're actually all ground up and put in high school tracks for people to run on. The 4-inch line, it just allows all that dirt to get washed out. If you had a little bitty line, I mean, there's leaves going under it. The leaves would clog a little pipe. And so when I built this drain right there, I'll show you where it comes out. I rented a trencher for a day, and I hear it. Yeah, I tell you folks, it's amazing how trees grow up. This is over there beside that cedar tree. I can hear it coming out. Over there by this creek. There it is. So, yeah. Got a corrugated pipe that comes right into this creek. And so this creek, anytime it rains, of course, it's carrying water. And we're only on this for about a total of 2 days, and the cattle are removed from this creek. So it's not like they have full access to it 365 days of the year. And yeah. So go back up and see if the water is still green. I mean, there was a lot of debris in the bottom of that. Folks, you take a big old tank like that, over a year's time, it's getting a lot of leaves, and you know, the cows come to drink, they got a little bit of hay in their mouth or grass, and that gets in there. I think got a ways to go. I need to get off of here and help Isaac on the other side. We were going to get a teamwork going, and right now it's not a team, it's one person. I'm going to get on this side and start bringing it around to him. But we're just glad that we found it. It was running full blast. I'm glad it's hooked to a 5-acre lake and not a quarter-acre pond. And, you know, we had lost significant group of water, or gallons of water, not group, gallons. But that's what it is. It's down in the ground about 2 feet. There's about 2 feet of it sticking up, and that does keep that valve from freezing. We never drain the tank in the wintertime. You don't want to do that. If you drain that tank in the wintertime, that pipe will freeze, and that's PVC all the way back to the lake. Well, PVC filled with water in the wintertime, unless it's buried in the ground, it will crack when it freezes. So don't drain your tank. That's kind of law number 1. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here and enjoy the rest of the beautiful day, winding down toward the end of March, and we'll see you next time.